Have you ever... this is going to sound so crazy, but have you ever...
Think about who you're talking to.
No, just wait. This is the progression my mind went. Clapping off, getting the clap. Have you ever gotten an STI?
I don't think so.
Yeah, me neither. It must be the euphorolytic vibes we put out has kept our demons safe.
Yeah, I would have to say. Definitely.
Hey, welcome back, and welcome back to everyone else.
Yes, welcome everyone.
So if you haven't listened to our podcast before, this is a podcast about how May and I have this shared feeling, power, motivation inside of us that we feel the more love you put out there, you get back love exponentially. And we want to share that message with everyone and figure out how we all get to a great place in the euphorolytic world.
And we're just really excited to share this message with everyone because it's something that everyone has inside of them and everyone is capable of, and it doesn't cost you anything, and it doesn't hurt, it doesn't take away anything from anyone else. All it does is give out love and create new energy, new vibrations for everyone to share, and it's excellent and wonderful.
It's like euphoria, but then it's also this like catalytic feeling. The more euphoria you feel, the more love you put out, and that makes more love out there in the world, and it's a never-ending cycle of awesome.
Once you get it going, it's self-sustaining, and it'll just keep getting stronger the more effort that you put into it.
But you do have to work at it.
Yeah, of course.
And boy, oh boy, since we last talked, did I do the ultimate act of love.
You did.
And May's probably thinking, what are you bringing up? I got married.
Oh, congratulations, Moxey.
Well, sort of.
Well, I mean, that's okay.
I married my business partner. If you people don't know, it's kind of all meshed together. My secret other lives have come as one. So I have a business I run called Elope Halifax with my business partner, Tyler. He's T-Johnny on all your socials. And we run a wedding business. So we had a $1.99 sham wedding at Jack Astor's, and it was actually really fun. It was absolutely so much love. We did not know what to expect. And you know what? We were just like, you know what? We don't know how this is going to go. Let's just go. Let's just go positive. Let's just put our love out there. We got there. The staff did so much work. They were loving us so much. They cared so much that we were there. They did so much work for our $1.99 wedding. And it just was just a giant representation, reminders, whatever you want to call it, of like, if you just believe and put your love out there, it's going to be pushed back exponentially at you too.
I think that's really nice. I was really bummed out that I wasn't able to join you guys because it would have been a lot of fun and definitely a very good euphorolytic feeling in the room, I would have to imagine. I could I could feel... Not as pronounced, obviously, because I was far away and had other focus, but I definitely knew that there was some kind of a gathering going on. It was nice.
Yeah, I was so sad you couldn't be there, but just sometimes gotta take just the energy, not the physical presence.
That's right, and it really is, as long as someone has you in their thoughts, and you can be with them in other ways other than in your physical, corporeal form.
And not to self-promote, but if people want to see what the heck I mean by a fake wedding, it is on my YouTube channel, Moxey Munchies. So,
I think you should self-promote. That's okay. Well, spreading the love.
I guess in this case, it definitely is very much spreading the love compared to some of my other videos. But I will also say I got an awesome Snapchat last night from our fellow lovers, I'll say.
Okay.
Stacy and I, my friends, I got a Snapchat last night. So they live here. They obviously aren't from where you live. Yeah. And it was the St. John Transit song playing in their car while they were driving.
I love it.
So what's been happening with you, May?
Well, as you know, I just finished up writing another exam and got another course done. I want to give a huge shout out to everyone who sent me love vibes because I felt very peaceful and calm and ready for the exam. And I feel like, I budgeted my time this time. As you know, last time I didn't have enough time left, but I budgeted it out. I looked through and did a little analysis of point per question versus how much time I thought it would take me. And I wrote a little, I said which one to do in which order.
Did like a real
I know.
Plan. Oh my God.
I know. And it served me very well. And I was finished with 2 minutes to spare.
Yes, that's amazing.
Which was like, whew, and it felt like so good to just sit there. And I closed my eyes a little bit and had a little rest after. When I got up to leave, I turned around and there was like a little Tinkerbell hanging from the thermostat, and I really liked that. Like a little charm. So I think someone had lost their necklace and they just hung it on there, but it was nice when I turned around and I liked it. I took it as a sign, of course, as I do.
Now that I'm sucking you into the Disney.
Well, yeah, because it was
realm.
like a fairy, so magical, but also Disney. I took a photo of it, so I should put that up on the old gram to share with everybody. I think that would be nice.
It would be. That'd be cute.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, it was at the Christian university, so maybe you got some charm.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking too. Like maybe someone hung it up there. Because my first thought was, oh, someone lost their necklace and the cleaner or whoever going through just put it up there. But I mean, maybe it was a religious thing. I don't know. Because I think
Tinkerbell? No.
Well, I don't know for sure that to me it read as Tinkerbell. I don't know. Maybe it was an angel. I'll put the picture up and you can.
Okay, yeah. I thought it was like obviously reading Tinkerbell, like a green dress and slippers.
No. It was.
It's probably an angel.
It might. I don't know. It didn't.
We're so removed from Christianity that we're like,
it's Tinkerbell.
and an angel.
Like the one that floated over that baby born in the barn.
What?
I was making a joke about Jesus in the manger. I'm sorry if that offended anybody.
No, it's fine.
I mean it with love. Oh dear.
Anything else happening in your world?
Well, I kind of like I did a little bit of journaling this morning. I thought maybe I could speak about that. Sure. If that's okay with you. Yeah. Just tying into having focused so long on this course, I wanted to talk about, to me, the importance of having a goal to work towards. And having something in your life. And it doesn't have to be something massive, like, well, not that doing this course was massive, but it was really, like, hard.
Accounting
very
courses
focused.
Are really hard.
Well,
like everyone I talk to says it's basically hell. So
it's not pleasant, but I really, when I'm not doing it, I miss it. Mm-hmm. So I think I like the structure of like, okay, week 1, do this on Thursday, do your quiz on Friday, do this Saturday. So I do miss that when I don't have it, and that just that makes me think like, okay, it's really important to have a focus like that in your life. And it doesn't have to be schoolwork or something you're going to be graded on. It could be a project. Like maybe you have a cupboard in your house that you just throw all your stuff into and it's cluttery and it stresses you out. Or if you're me, maybe it's every single cupboard and closet and drawer in your house. So what you can do, just pick one and clear it out. Or maybe you want to start journaling, which I just have this book and I just jot down things in it. There's no big like theme running through it. So that could be something you focus on. Maybe you want to learn to do something new. Maybe you want to learn to knit. Maybe you want to learn to sew. Do you want to do a garden? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? And I kind of got thinking about this because I'm going later today to make a vision board And I've been kind of stressing about it a little bit because I've never really had like a big dream, or even as a child, like I didn't really know what I wanted to be when I grew up. I never had a vision of like, oh, this is what I want my life to be. And I feel like that's not a bad problem to have, because it means that you're kind of already satisfied or content with the life that you currently have, which I definitely am. But having a focus helps you channel your energy towards just your self-discipline. And it really helps you realize, I think, what's important in your own life. So instead of just having your energy going every which way, which also makes it, it creates a blockage as well, where it can kind of like having your energy going out in all these different directions can distract you from focusing on the important things. It can distract you from finding the little love. It can distract you from being delighted. So I think it's really important to have like this one central goal that you can think, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get up today and I'm going to do, I'm going to have my coffee, and then I'm going to sit down and I'm going to write out this storyboard, or I thought about this dream, or maybe there's somebody that you haven't contacted in a while. You can sit down and write them an email. You have a focus, if you have a project, if you have an end goal, then that's something you can work towards. And that's a concrete thing that you can look at when you're done and say, hey, you know what? I really can achieve this thing that I've put my mind to.
I'm not huge on the vision boarding, but I will say what you initially described, how it just kind of focuses your energy on something and reminds you. I do that. I just do that mentally because whatever has caused me to do it, right? I have that ability that, okay, just to consciously think about my goals and go ahead with them, even if I'm not having like a physical manifestation of them out in the world.
Yeah.
But it possibly is a good tool for people as long as they realize that it's a way to focus your energies and efforts rather than it being like, that it's going to manifest something magically for you.
Oh, yeah. No, I think the way that I kind of take it is that it's just like a visual, because some people are very visual people, and it's just kind of having that photo there, of, okay, I want to travel this year and I want to like, I'm probably just going to do a collage, like a general picture, because I don't know. And also, I don't have a lot of magazine clippings. I've been collecting pictures of raw meat to do this art. I know, to do like this art project that I've been imagining. So I might just do a collage of raw meat.
Hold on. So your vision board is just going to be raw meat.
Well, no, it'll have nice, it'll probably have a picture of Lady Gaga on it too. I've been collecting the raw meat because it was okay. Allow me to explain. In the same dream that I had that included Radiohead that we talked about last weekend, there were also these creatures that were. Remember I told you they were the planimals, and they had an actual name, like a scientific name, but people referred to them as planimals because they were like engineered. So these animals were essentially they were kind of like a big slug, but also like just like a stripped down cow. So it was just like its stomach basically, and they use it to keep the grass looking nice, like the animal. I don't know. Anyway, so I want to make a picture of them with the raw meat. When you say it out loud. It's just fun, guys.
May, we've been friends 20 years. I'm sure you can picture the face I'm making.
I definitely can.
It's kind of like a 30-yard stare off to the left of the microphone, like just trying to keep up processing everything that just came out of your mouth.
It's just for fun, everyone. Don't be alarmed.
please do, please roll into this workshop with a bunch of ladies in like flowery dresses and then just make one that's all.
Oh, I have a Ziploc freezer bag of the meat pictures already cut out. Like I'm and I'm bringing my own Mod Podge and a canvas.
I'm so glad you have something you enjoy.
I mean, it's good to have a goal to focus your energies. I have a crystal to talk about today. Would you like to hear about a crystal?
Let's do it.
Am I hogging the talk time?
No, this is very enjoyable. I feel so connected to you and your meats right now.
Good, I love it. That's why I like to have our phone convos.
But also,
our podding.
You eat like so little meat.
I know, it's not right, is it?
All right, what crystal you got rocking for us?
Well, I thought today I could speak about malachite. And I hope I'm saying that right, because that's how one of the villains on Sailor Moon was named Malachite, and it was after this, I'm pretty sure.
So I was going to say you're correct, because that's also the name of the villain in the movie Save the Last Dance.
Oh! Malachite is the stone that helps you to appreciate spiritual treasures over those of monetary treasures like money or riches of gold and diamonds. And this is a stone that is known to kind of give you tough love and help you break bad habits. Really look at your life and think, okay, what's good for me? What do I need to do? Helps you make the hard decisions. Like maybe there's a certain mindset that you're stuck in that's very negative, or maybe there's some kind of an addiction issue that you're struggling with. And definitely I don't suggest, myself, I have struggled with addiction in the past. I don't suggest only relying on a crystal. You should do many, many different things for yourself. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Don't put all your eggs in the placebo basket.
That's right. Or any basket.
Any basket.
You got to spread it out. It's like,
at
work I deal with investments. You wouldn't just invest in one type of thing and put all of your money in that. You got to spread it around. So, the malachite crystal, though, it is a good strong crystal to have around, because it's going to help you making these tough decisions and to break old habits, really start to do things that are good for you rather than just things that maybe feel good for you. The crystal itself, it's a beautiful green color. It can be almost black to anywhere like a very bright, vibrant grass green. It's an opaque crystal, and then it also has these bands of lighter green and black running through it. It's really neat. It's like swirly looking, kind of like layers. It's a lot like how the blue lace agate was the white and blue. This one's like a black and green.
People have to look it up. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's really pretty. I have one here that I can put up so people can I'll charge it up, and then people can, if there's something maybe you're struggling with, you can go on and have a look and give it a double tap just to kind of give yourself a little energy boost and just think, yeah, I can definitely, I can push past this. I know what I have to do. I was looking back in some notes from earlier episodes, and I have written down trash clearing crystal ? So I think at one point I was going to look up what a good crystal to help you purge would be, and I think that malachite would be a good one for that, because it's going to help you make tough decisions.
I pictured it more like you were worried the trash man wasn't going to come and get your stuff that day, so you're like...
I mean, maybe.
Please don't miss my house this week. I had 3 bags. I can't wait again.
Oh, yeah.
Trash crystal.
This is really good content. The malachite was also used, there were big deposits of it in Egypt. So the ancient pyramid Egyptians would use it as like a decorative stone because of its bright green color. But also for thousands of years, it's been used as a pigment for paint. So a lot of because you can crush it up really fine into a powder and mix it with, I don't know, like oil, or I think they used to use egg white for paint. Is that what, there's a type of paint that's made that way. But yeah, so that when you see a lot of like, well, any of the cave, like the hieroglyphic paintings, any that would be in green, that's malachite powder that's been mixed in to kind of stir it up. And also, now I wrote this down word for word. It's an ore used to produce copper. So the Egyptians would use this to produce copper somehow.
No.
But or did they not have copper yet?
No.
Who had copper?
Copper is an element.
I don't know. I'm just telling you what I read. Or maybe there's copper in it because that's what makes the green color.
Hold on.
So copper is copper is a basic element.
The green
so I don't
color
know.
is copper oxidizing.
Is the cup? Okay, so
yeah,
would
copper
you be
is an
able
element.
to? Yeah, but would you be able to refine the copper from this?
No. Well,
okay.
Okay, I see what you're saying. There's copper in this, and they're taking the copper out of this. Yes, okay. I was really worried about where you're getting your information, but it all makes sense.
Well, I mean, the internet, so you know.
So you know.
Take it all with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
The metaphysical stuff is good because it's just what you feel, but then there is some stuff where it's like, no, that's absolutely not true. And so, yeah, it has, I think it's safe to say copper is involved somehow with malachite, and also that in its natural form, it's found in stalactites. So it grows as like big, and I was looking at pictures of it before it's cut and polished. It's just like these big green lumps, kind of where the waters like drip down, and and the copper and whatever ores are mixed into it that's remained, and it leaves the. So they're really cool looking.
Wouldn't that be most crystals are formed that way?
I believe so, but some of them are like an actual, because I don't think it's a true crystal in the way that like a quartz would be.
It's like a feel-good store crystal, not a scientific crystal.
It's a exactly. It's like I don't know if you would just call it a mineral then, I guess. Mm-hmm. But it's referred to as a crystal, but I don't believe it's like a true geological crystal.
Well, that's...
But I could be wrong, so leave us a comment if you know about any science, which would be more than I know about science.
Or if you know any geologists that would like to come on and talk to us about crystals.
Oh, that would be so awesome. If anyone out there is like a crystal geology, like a studious person, that would be awesome. I'd love to have you on the show.
That would be very interesting.
So good.
I mean, I think that's it in my life.
Me too. I really, I feel good. I'm glad and relieved to have my hard work done for a couple days, and
I was just saying the next day you went and worked the weekend at your job. So
I know I did, and I wasn't going to, but I did anyway. Well, it'll pay off in the long run because I'd get stressed, and I'd rather put in a little bit of work on a Saturday morning than try and cram it all in tomorrow.
Well, in a couple more months, the chaos will be over for you too.
Mm-hmm. And next weekend, I want to go visit my mom and my grandpa. So
nice.
I'm hoping that I can get ahead.
Yeah,
a little bit. So yeah, that's all I have this week.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us this week.
Yes. Thank you so much for listening.
Take care of yourselves. We love you very much.
It's true, we do.
And if you want to see what we were talking about this week, you can follow our Instagram. That's at EUPHORALYTIC. And if you have any questions or comments or anything, please feel free to tag us. We'd love to talk to you. And we love you very much and want you to have a great life full of love. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.